Magandang araw mga kaibigan. Bigyan natin ngayon ng opinion, reaction itong debate palitan ng argumento between the Senate Impeachment Court spokesperson Attorney Tungol and Congresswoman Leila De Lima. Ang pinag-anohan nila is yung limits of the discretion of the impeachment court. May limit ba? Wala. Pwede bang i-dismiss kaagad yung impeachment case? Ni BP Sara. Nako, ang ganda nitong banat arguments ni Attorney Tungol. Ito, Facebook reel posted by Dare to Us. Sabi niya, the brilliance of Attorney Tungol very clear with jurisprudence pa. May mga isinite niyang Supreme Court jurisprudence. Si Leila De Lima, wala lang, sariling opinion lang yan. Kaya to me, nilampaso ni Attorney Tungol itong si Congresswoman Leila De Lima. Pakinggan natin ha. Ito sa Abogado channel, something like that.
Lima, your opening statement, please.
Oh, yes. Answering that question, it is a definite yes for me. I do believe that the Constitution does, in fact, set limitations to the discretion, to the powers, to any act on the part of the Senate. It's very clear because the Constitution says that the House has exclusive power to initiate, and it did that already. The House job was concluded. Now it's the Senate's turn. And what is the job? What are the specific instructions of the Constitution to the Senate? To me, it's only three. To convene as impeachment court, they did already, but they have again to yet reconvene and imposing all those requirements for purposes of reconvening. The second instruction is to hold impeachment trial, to receive evidence, to look at the evidence, to evaluate the evidence. And the third instruction is to render a verdict of either acquittal or conviction. No other verdict, so to speak, can be rendered by the Senate as an impeachment court. In other words, to me, reading both the Constitution and the very rules of impeachment adopted by the Senate, what we have is that 2011, with the resolution number 39, that was during the time of Senate President Enrile. It was adopted for the trial of former CJ Corona. There's nothing there about dismissal of the case at the first instance or even before the holding of impeachment trial, both in the Constitution and the rules of the Senate. So where is that coming from? So every time that the Senate or some members of the Senate come up with certain invented procedures or invented technicalities, which to me serve as barriers for the immediate holding of an impeachment trial. And the immediate is very clear. The word forthwith is very clear. So this is being violative of the Constitution. So far, the steps and the moves taken by the Senate, especially the pronouncements of the Senate President, are, to me, violations of the Constitution.
Violations,
Thank you so much, Congressman Laila. Now let's turn to Attorney Red, your opening statement.
The actions of the court is actually sanctioned by the Constitution. The express power to solely try and decide a case is given by Article 13, Section 3, number 6 of the provision of the Constitution. However, we always forget that for any court, based on the case of Defensor Santiago versus Vasquez, there are also inherent powers. It's not only the implied or express powers that is given to a court. There are
Yun, ang galing yan. May express powers, may inherent powers. Hindi nila nakikita yung inherent. Yung inherent is to try to see the jurisdiction kung mayroon bang karapatan ng korte na itry yung kaso. Yun yung inherent. Ngayon ko lang naintindihan, may express powers, may inherent powers.
Inherent powers. And one of the inherent powers of the court under the case of Bilag versus
Yun,
II
may mga
is
example.
to first determine whether or not it has jurisdiction over the subject matter presented before it. And that is what the impeachment court, in its textually demonstrable commitment to exercise its sole power to try and decide, has done. It has interpreted its power to try and decide and actually exercise its inherent power to determine the sufficiency of the articles of impeachment. The only limitations set by the Constitution are under Section 3 of the same article.
Okay, bantay na. The only limitations set by the Constitution to the impeachment court, tatlo. I-summarize ko mamaya. Very clear ang pagpaliwanag niya.
11, which is section number 6, 7, and 8. First is that the vote should be 2/3. Second is the penalty cannot extend beyond removal and the disqualification,
Yun, dalawa.
disqualification from holding office. And the last one is a self-imposed limitation or regulation so as to give the Supreme Court with the judicial power to actually have a manageable standard to see if there is a grave abuse of discretion, which is the promulgation or to adopt the rules for the exercise of its power to try and decide. So on that matter, there is the power of the impeachment court to see that whatever it is trying in front of it has basis in law.
Okay.
Galing! Ang limitations lang na inilagay ng Supreme Court, ng Constitution sa impeachment court, tatlo lang eh. Dapat yung boto ng mga senator judges para makonvict ang isang impeachable official is 2/3. Ibig sabihin, sa 24, dapat mayroong 16 senators na buboto na makonvict si BP Sara. Yan. Pangalawa, dapat yung parusa is yun lang, disqualification lang. Okay, so pangalawang limitation, yung parusa is ano lang, disqualification lang from holding public office. Pangatlo, yung Supreme Court may kapangyarihan to evaluate yung decision ng impeachment court. So, dito, lumalabas na ngayon na may inherent powers ang impeachment court to determine kung may jurisdiction ang 20th Congress. Kasi yung impeachment ni BP Sara nasimulan ng 19th Congress. Ngayon pa ito nangyari na itawid. Pwede bang itawid? Mayroon bang jurisdiction ng 20th Congress? Yun ang bubutuhan nila. Kaya, pag may nag-motion na i-dismiss ang kaso ni BP Sara dahil walang jurisdiction at bumoto ang majority 13, patay na sila, iiyak na sila. Kaya, it's crying time right now for Laila de Lima.